All right, thank you guys for joining us. We're at the DJX Day 1, and we have the opportunity to speak to someone that is doing, I would say, some great things in the industry, that has been investing in not only the adults, but in our youth. And that's none other than DJ HAPA.
Hey, I'm excited to be here, guys. Yeah,
thank you for
the
jumping on.
introduction.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been my absolute pleasure to be able to work with people and to be able to give back not only to, like you said, to adults, but also to the next generation, because that's what's really going to keep this culture going.
Yeah. So just tell us what you're doing. What all you're doing now? Because I know it's a lot. You got a lot of things going on. I know you're trying to do stuff in the school system.
Yeah.
So give us a rundown of what HAPA has going on.
Yeah. So the biggest thing right now that has a ton of momentum that we're gaining is our Start to DJ program. So we have a program called Start to DJ, and it is a K through 12 program.
Okay.
So we are bringing DJ education into schools. We are working with different school districts to be able to certify a campus coach. And then we have built all the curriculum. We've got student workbooks. We've got a 4-level program. And yeah, the whole idea is to be able to have this be something that kids can have access to. And to make it completely accessible to them, we're also utilizing things like iPad apps, mobile apps, so that they can get going even with what they already have access to.
So how long is the program? Is it like you can do it 1 year in high school, 2 years, or whatever grade they start in? How long is it?
Yeah, so it's a 4-level program. Right now we're offering levels 1 and 2. We've piloted levels 3 and 4 in one of our school districts in Los Angeles. But yeah, the whole idea is it really just depends on frequency. I mean, we've had students go through levels 1 and 2 in a semester. It really just depends on how often they meet. So this is happening both on the after school side, but it's now starting to happen in school as well as a part of general music or elementary music. And we're really just trying to get as young as we can on that end. We also have a really new development, which is very exciting, which is we are actually using a lot of new technology to be able to create content in other languages as well, in the native tongue. And so we did a session with elementary school kids on this past Friday in California with 55 foreign exchange students from mainland China, and we did it in Mandarin, and it was freaking fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who's teaching the class? Is it teachers or other DJs or you? In
terms of the Start to DJ program? Yeah, so we've recorded all the content with me as the talent initially. And then what we do is you remember Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but for the DJ side of it. So what we really want to do is we want to empower teachers to become campus coaches, despite the fact that maybe they aren't DJs. What ends up happening is those teachers become DJs. In fact, it's not even just teachers. We've actually got a principal down in Houston who's the campus coach at his elementary school. The principal of the elementary school, after school, helping his kids get onto DJ gear, his 5th graders. It's beautiful.
Wow. So, a lot of questions. Go ahead, Mike. A lot of questions.
So what got you to this point? What inspired you to do what you're doing?
Yeah, so I sort of fell into education back in 2004. You know that whole thing when you're young and people ask you, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? One of the things that I would say when I was real little is I'd like to be a teacher. And then I found out what teachers make, and I kind of like nice things, and I did. And so I said, you know what?
Nope.
And I was like, you know what? Maybe if anything, I'd become a college professor, but I don't know what I would teach. Fast forward to today, I mean, you got to be careful what comes out of your mouth, because
Absolutely.
I'm now a college professor and now I'm a teacher. But in 2004, I had the fortune of being able to bring Jam Master Jay's Scratch DJ Academy, who had established really just 2 years prior, and it was months before he was murdered. And we brought the school from New York to LA.
Bless his soul.
And yes, absolutely. And that's what really lit the flame, like, around DJ education. And I started to then write curriculum, develop programming, and I just learned so much about teaching. And I logged my 20,000 hours in the classroom, a majority of them at Scratch DJ Academy, and helped open up a lot of the different campuses that we had over the span of those years. But I was with Scratch for 15 years. Left there in 2019 to seek out a new adventure. Went back to school, ended up becoming a professor, ended up getting into all sorts of other sort of progressive education movements, and that kind of led to where we are today. And of course, the pandemic having really accelerated a lot of those things. But I went to try to learn to teach online back in about 2019, prior to the pandemic, and then it's been crazy.
So what is something that continues to light the flame?
That light bulb moment, man. That light bulb moment when you see somebody light up. We had that earlier this morning. We've been running a summer camp here at DJX. So this is the first day, but we'll have 2 other days of the conference where we'll have this summer camp. We've got a beginners camp and then also an intermediate camp. We had a beginners camp this morning, and this young man came into the camp, no experience. His father's a DJ, but he doesn't really have much experience and hasn't really had that moment where, wow, I just mixed those 2 songs together. He mixed 4 songs together in the span of 5 minutes earlier this morning. And
so is that from watching his dad, or just something y'all put into him real fast?
No, we put it into him. We put it into him. No disrespect to his dad, but his dad brought him to us. His dad brought him to us for a reason and trusted us with that. His dad actually showed up in the an hour and a half later to pick his son up, and his son mixed 2 tracks right in front of him, properly phrased, intro, into chorus into intro, and good control of the volume, like smooth transition.
How did his dad look when he saw that?
I mean, his dad was pretty blown away at what that was, and you could tell. So to me, that even just that he's this young man as a teenager, and to see him crack a little half smile in doing that in front of his dad, that is some of the fuel that goes into me waking up every morning, and I am very privileged to be able to say that I wake up every morning and enjoy what the day brings.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Well, we would definitely like to say thanks to DJX for allowing you that opportunity.
Absolutely.
To teach those the younger generation. We had the opportunity to come through this morning, and it was very inspiring. Just to see them sitting there, because they wasn't just sitting there; they was attentive.
And what were those 5 principles?
Oh, the 5 principles. The 5 core values. So
you had another student you didn't know.
There you go.
I mean, but we were paying attention.
No, I see. Clearly, I see. A big part of what we want to do with our organization. So our organization is the DJ Coach, and I really believe in coaching in this space. I think that a lot of us are self-taught, myself included, and I think we all at some point in time need a coach. We need a mentor. I often say there's 3 things that you need, and I sort of borrowed it and remixed this a little bit. But you need a mentor, you need a mentee, and you need a friend. Wow. And those should be 3 distinct people in your life. And I think it's incredible that we get a chance to teach the skill set of how to DJ. I'm more excited about being able to teach how to become a DJ, and I'm more excited about teaching the culture behind it. And the skill set is a huge part of it, but I want to see people become the best people that they could possibly be.
That first.
You said something, and I just want to go back to that.
And I'll come back to your 5. I didn't forget about my 5.
No, I'm not gonna let you forget.
You said you're more interested in teaching people to become versus how.
Yes.
So could you elaborate on that? What you mean by that?
Yeah, for sure. I think that there is DJ. I DJ as a verb. I DJ. And then I think there is I am a DJ as a noun, as a part of my identity, as a part of this is who I am.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah. And those are 2 different things, because there are a lot of people that have learned to DJ, but maybe don't identify as I am a DJ. And that, I think, we need to change that. And the only reason why they don't feel that way is because in some ways we haven't done a great enough job as a culture of spreading that culture and being able to mentor them, where people feel like I have become a DJ. I feel as though I've earned that spot. I feel like I've earned that title of DJ.
This is so deep right here. Well, we don't want to take up all day. We're gonna have to do part two, 3, and 4. Because oh my God, that. Whew,
I'll let him get to your 5 because I have so many more in reference.
Wow, that is. We got so many DJ instead of I have become out here now, but we're gonna get to the 5 core. Oh my God!
Let's get to a couple of the core principles, and these are core principles that come with us to all of our classrooms.
Okay.
Whether that be virtual, whether that be something online, whether that be something in person, whether it be with kids, whether it be with adults. These are 5 core principles of ours. The first one is to be present.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, be present is not just show up and physically be there. This means like show up here as well. Like and presence is definitely different than attendance.
Okay.
Those are 2 different things. Another one is to trust the process. This is a process when you're learning a skill.
Don't rush it, people.
Don't rush it. And that's really tough because I am reminded of these core values every day as well. Like when you're teaching somebody or mentoring somebody, there's a process as well. And you can't just pop it in the microwave. That's not how it works. And we live in a world where that's what we're used to. I get upset when the Wi-Fi isn't performing as fast as I want it to, right?
Yeah.
So it's true, right? Yes. Another one that we have is proper practice makes progress. We've all sort of heard the practice makes perfect.
Oh my God. You're hitting some points, brother.
Yeah. I mean, these are what are core to our organization, and I think that these are values to live by as well, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Another one is positive thoughts produce positive actions.
Okay.
And there is this idea of, in this world that we live in, I often am a part of, sometimes I'm a part of conversations where we get into a complaining fest. Oh, it's so hot outside. Can you believe how hot it is outside? Like the traffic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And we have a tendency to do that. You know why? Because we connect with that. But what if we connected with positivity? As opposed to negativity
or complainativity.
Right? Yeah, right. The last one is I borrowed from Jesus, but is the golden rule. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated, and that really I think is key.
As a deacon in me would say, do unto others that would have them do unto you.
This is true.
So let me Jesus it up for you just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's okay, man. Wow, brother, I feel like I just want to go have dinner with you after that.
Let's do it.
Don't do it. He will put you in his luggage and we'll never see you again.
But man, we want to thank DJ HAPA for jumping on with us for part 1, y'all. We may get to 15 parts with this brother. He's really deep, man. Wow.
Let's do it. Let's do it. My pleasure. And I appreciate everything that you guys are doing too.
Thank you, man.
What you're doing, this is a huge part of what we need to do as a culture is to be able to share all this information. So I appreciate both of you. Yeah.
Well, one more last thing. Let everybody know where they can find you, where they can find the materials that you are producing.
Yeah, for sure. I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm at DJ HAPA, HAPA, on all platforms. You can find that. My website is djhapa.com, all of that too. But you can also go to thedjcoach.com. It's with a THE. Thedjcoach.com. And find more information about our courses, our coaching, some of the things that we're doing, our Start to DJ program. All of that is there.
Okay, all right.
Y'all heard it.
Y'all heard it right here.
Once, twice, and maybe 3 times.
DJ HAPA at DJX. My letters are starting to run together.
You got the 5 principles.
Yeah, I got it. No, that was amazing, man. Yep. So thank you once again.
Pleasure, guys. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And sir.